making this cup cozy that fits ceramic tumblers and things like that. Not a mug, as I mentioned later on in the video. I don't know why I said that, but let's get started. So today I'm going to be shooting a video for you guys on how to do a cute little bow cup cozy just in time for Christmas. So it has the main part. This is the part that will go around your tumbler or your mug if you have like a smaller mug. These fit like a 15-ounce mug, and slimmer tumblers like the Starbucks, like the ceramic ones, perfectly. And so it's going to be worked in two pieces, this piece and then the bow. And it's a super simple pattern. This one I did do with multiple colors, but I'm just going to be showing you a tutorial in a solid color, and then you can make it in any color you'd like, any color combination. I just thought it'd be a really cute pattern for Christmas, and this video is part of our 25 days of Christmas. So we will get started, and today we'll be making a red one. And for those of you that don't crochet but think these are super cute and would like one for yourself, I am selling these on my Etsy and my website. The link for my website is in the video description below. And these are plain, so you can order it in like just like a regular plain color like this, or you can get the glitter option. So I haven't added the glitter spray to those yet because I wanted to show you them plain. So I have them in 4 colors for sale: the pink, the red, the hot pink, the baby pink, and then the multiple colors. This one is under festive colors. And then you can also have the option for a glitter one, which basically I just spray them with a really cute fabric glitter spray, and it adheres really well to the yarn. So you have those options as well. But for those of you that want to crochet and make your own, we are going to be making this one today. So I'm using the Karen 1-pound yarn, and the color is Scarlet. And for this yarn, which is a medium weight 4, I'm using a 5mm hook, and that is an H. So you can go ahead and tie your yarn onto your hook or do your slip knot. And this is a fairly quick pattern to make, so these are also really cute if you want to sell some for Christmas time. Make them in a bunch of different colors, or just make them for yourself or friends and families, like cute little stocking stuffers. It's just a really cute little detail to add to any tumbler or mug to give it like that extra festive vibe. So we are going to be crocheting 28, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said crochet 28. Go ahead and chain 28. 11, 12, 13, 20. So you can actually work this in 2 different ways. You can work it in the round. So if you're going to work it in the round, you're going to crochet 28 and then slip stitch closed and then keep working the pattern. If you want to work it back and forth and then close it at the end, which sometimes I prefer to close it at the end, because for some reason when I'm working in the round I always get like messed up where I add an extra stitch or I remove a stitch, so then it kind of makes my cup cozy kind of like go like out and in and kind of weird. So if you're good at keeping track, go ahead and slip stitch close. It makes it a lot easier to just already work in the round because it's already closed for you. But for today I'm going to be showing you how to work it back and forth as well. So if you're going to be working it back and forth and not slip stitch close, go ahead and chain an extra one, so that'll be 29. And then half double crochet into the second chain from hook. And for those of you that need a refresher on half double crochet the stitch, you can go ahead and watch my video in the I believe it's under the tutorial playlist that I have. I do have how to do a half double crochet if you want to go watch that really quick and then come back to this video. So we are just going to be using chains, half double crochets, and slip stitches at the end, or at the end of each round if you are working in the round. So it's a pretty simple pattern, very beginner friendly. And there's also no sewing involved as far as attaching the bow. I just do it all with a crochet hook. So even that part is fairly simple. And just a heads up, be sure to stay tuned for all the videos for the 25 days of Christmas, because I am going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing one a week, and the first week's giveaway, so this week, is going to be it's like a really pretty lime green jelly tumbler. It is the Starbucks and the Disneyland Oogie Boogie tumbler. It's actually the Disney World one, because there are two. There's a Disneyland and a Walt Disney World, but it is the Walt Disney World and Starbucks Oogie Boogie tumbler. That'll be the giveaway for this week, and there will be more details also on my Instagram, so you can go ahead and head over there if you prefer. So just half double crochet to the end of the round, and then go ahead and keep turning, and we'll do this for 7 rows. Okay, so now that we've finished our 7 rows, we are going to go ahead and close our cup cozy. And I used to make these all in the round, but unfortunately for me, I don't really pay attention all that well, so I'll miss or add a stitch. So I find it easier and more consistent to just do it this way and then seal it at the end of the tutorial. But you can also just do this tutorial in the round if you're good at keeping track of your stitches. So we're just gonna go ahead and slip stitch this closed. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world. So once you're done, just go ahead and cut the yarn, and then go ahead and tie a knot and then weave in your ends.
rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. A rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man will.
So the cup cozy on the top is one that I made in the round. As you can see, it kind of like goes out in the middle, probably because I added a stitch or two. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So now we're going to go ahead and create the bow. So for the bow, we're going to use the same hook and we're going to chain 50.
A rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. A rich man will. Beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. A rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful.
So once you chain 50, this is also going to be worked in half double crochet. So just go ahead and half double crochet in the second chain from hook and all the way across.
A rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. A rich man will. Beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. A rich man will. Beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. A rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man will. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty, a rich man will. A rich man will. Beautiful land. well. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty, a rich man's world, a rich man's world, beautiful land, but
So we are going to go ahead and turn our work in half double crochet for 3 more rows for a total of 4 rows of half double crochets.
a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty, a rich man's world, a rich man's world, beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but
So once you have completed your 4 rows of half double crochets, go ahead and cut your yarn and fasten off. And to form the bow, you're going to go ahead and fold the ends and make kind of like a shape of like those awareness ribbons, and then you're going to flatten out the top and then just go ahead and play with it. That way the 2 ends are even and they're the length that you like.
of this beautiful land, but that beauty, a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty, a rich man's world. A rich man's world, beautiful land, but a rich man's world.
So once we get it to the perfect shape, we are going to take another strand of yarn and kind of cinch the middle. That way it makes the bow, it gives it its full shape.
Of this beautiful land,
So go ahead and cut another strand of yarn, roughly 24 inches. It doesn't have to be exact. This is what we're going to use to cinch the bow in the middle and then also attach it to the cup cozy.
a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world.
So from here we are going to kind of weave the yarn up and under through the middle of the bow. When you get to the middle part of the bow, make sure to grab all 3 pieces of it. That way when you pull the strands together, it really cinches the bow. So if you miss like a part of the bow, that piece won't get cinched. So just make sure you go through all 3 parts when you get to the middle of the bow.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty, a rich man's world. A rich man's world.
So once you finished weaving the yarn through the center of the bow, go ahead and start pulling on the strands. And once the bow starts to cinch, you'll want to act like you're tying a knot, but don't tie the second time. Just tie the first part of a knot and then pull it tighter. That way you can really cinch the bow, and then tie the second part of the knot.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world.
So now we have the shape of our bow. So with the leftover strands, we're going to wrap it a few times with each strand in opposite directions. That way we can tie them in the back.
I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful.
Once you've wrapped the yarn a few times, go ahead and tie a knot in the back, and do not cut the yarn because we are going to be using the excess to attach it to the cup cozy.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But
Before we attach this to the cup cozy, you're going to want to weave in the ends from when we first created the bow from the half double crochets, just because it's a lot easier to do that now before we get to the step where we attach it, because it's going to be a lot harder to weave in these ends once the bow is attached to the cup cozy.
a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land. But
So after we've weaved in our ends and hidden those two ends from our bow, we should only be left with the two strands from the middle of the bow where we wrapped it. So now we are going to attach the bow to the cup cozy, and just make sure your seam is on the middle back when you attach it. Just because you don't want that on the front at all, it just won't look very cute. So you're going to insert your hook in the middle of the cup cozy, a little closer to the top for the first strand, and for the second strand, still in the middle of the cup cozy, just a little closer to the bottom.
of this beautiful land. But that beauty a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But
And you're going to want to try to flip the bow part a little inside out if you can, even if it's just halfway like I did here, and then tie those two strands together.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this.
You can definitely leave your cup cozy as it is like this, but just for like added security, I also go ahead and pull the yarn through the left and the right part of the bow just to make sure that it's a little more secure and that it also keeps its shape.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But you are
And once I finished securing the left and right sides of the bow, I just weave the both ends a little closer to the middle and then just fasten them with a knot.
a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But the beauty a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But the beauty a rich man's world.
And once you're done tying the knot, just go ahead and cut the ends and you are all set with your cup cozy.
A rich man's world.
So now that we're all finished with our cup cozy, it is ready to be used. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and will stay tuned for tomorrow's video for day 2 of the 25 days of Christmas.
Have turned the soul of this beautiful land. But the beauty a rich man's world. A rich man's world.